Hi, I'm Jada Lozano, and I will be presenting my visit to the Houston Museum of Fine Arts. What's on the agenda is introduction, impressions, museum architecture, visitor appeal, and select works that I have chosen to explain a little bit further. Introduction. My favorite part of the museum was the Islamic art exhibit. One stone paste bowl in particular inspires me to create a replica one day. It is an endeavor of mine to craft and design my own plates, mugs, and bowls. I look forward to adding a replica of this to my collection someday. Impressions. I have been to this museum before. In addition to the Houston Museum of Natural Science, I have explored Herman Park and enjoyed the Japanese gardens that are located nearby. The temperature inside was suitable and cozy. The architecture is spacious, and the passageways are awe-inspiring. Me and my companion received free general admission under the program for students attending with assignments. That was very gracious of the Houston Museum of Fine Arts. It was appreciated. Museum architecture. And I mentioned a little bit previously in the previous slide, but I would like to go into the architecture further. I thoroughly enjoyed the expansive rooms and walkways. The interior designing team's talent really shined through when it came to using space efficiently and aesthetically pleasing. By the end of the visit, my feet were sore, but for someone who likes to travel, it was a welcome feeling. Visitor appeal and ease of access. The captions on the artworks were an appealing font, and it was visible enough. However, the font could have been bigger, especially for older visitors. I appreciated how the information was arranged and presented. However, a suggestion I would make to further improve this is to label and index which caption goes with which art being presented, because when there was a whole bunch of pieces displayed in the case and the tombstones for the works displayed outside of it, you sort of had to guess which label went with what piece. I will certainly be attending this museum again. There is a special feeling one experiences when visiting a place of our shared human history and accomplishments. It is grounding, exalting to witness and participate in the brilliance and struggle of our species. The select works I have chosen are Bowl, which was found in Iran. It is approximately dated to be in the late 13th to mid 14th century, and it's the stone paste bowl I was talking about earlier in the introduction. It is painted in black under a turquoise gorgeous glaze. And the other piece I'm going to be talking about is Dionysus and Pan, which is a Roman sculpture dated to be AD 50 to 150, and it's made out of marble. Beautiful piece. Bowl appeals to me because I effortlessly embrace the imagination of the artist. I envision how the painted fish could come alive in clear water, especially. They swim and undulate, reflections of the light, as if by magic they were summoned to dance. Schools of fish are often found on bowls in Islamic art. And a little caption that was on the piece of artwork reads as follows: "The motif of fish is mysterious, but may allude to the notion of distant seas whose waters will bring fortune and wealth." The other work that I mentioned was Dionysus in Pan. This sculpture depicts the god of wine with his loyal follower, a faun, which is a goat man. I draw the conclusion that the Romans were the work hard, play hard type, as they dedicated a god solely for pleasure and leisure. Dionysus was also a favorite subject of Renaissance artists. The sculpture appeals to me because of the marble's age and the commitment and expertise by which this must have required to create. The more I ponder this piece, the more questions that arise. How long did it take to sculpt? How many people were involved with this project? And what tools were used? Thank you. That is my presentation. I hope you learned something from this and that you too are also inspired to attend the Houston Museum of Fine Arts.